Start.
Thank you. A very warm welcome to all the participants present over here. Today, we are at the 5th day of the Faculty Development Program in the second session, which will be held by Ashok Sangwan, sir. I kindly request Professor C.S. Yadav, sir, to give a brief profile. Sir.
Thank you, Nandita. Okay, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ashok Sangwan.
Thank you, sir.
Chief Manager, IT Security at Honda Motorcycles and Scooters India Private Limited. Dr. Sangwan brings over 2 decades of rich experience in IT service management and information security. He is a certified information security manager and holds multiple lead auditor certifications including ISO 27001, ISO 22301 and IEC 20000. He has completed the prestigious management development program in strategy and leadership excellence from IIM Rohtak. His distinguished career includes leadership role at IBM as delivery partner automotive clients, GMR Group at IGI Airport as General Manager, IT Operations and Governance, and Wipro Technologies at Head Program Management Office. Beyond his corporate achievements, Dr. Sangwan is deeply committed to academia, serving on advisory council at multiple institutions. He pioneered campus to business initiative to bridge the gap between academia and industry, demonstrating his passion for nurturing the next generation of professionals. I request each one of you to welcome Dr. Sangwan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I will request Devendra, sir, to kindly facilitate our guests for today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So the platform is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good afternoon. Very good afternoon. I can understand. The second half, and you finish your lunch also. And okay, so what time we need to fix? No, I can flow till 6 also. So 4:30. Why? Institute time. We should go beyond also, na, sometime. If there is a major incident, you understood major incident? So if there is a failure in any kind of services and business stop, then what should we do? Shall we fix 4:30? So, or any cyber attack in the midnight. So that is very, very important. I'll try to make it not 4:30. Let us see how fast I can do. But so who all are from this college? 1, 2, 3, maximum. Huh? Okay. So introduction already gone through. I'll come with the agenda. Maybe we'll skip something. So I'll go through the basic things you should understood as a faculty point of view. If you are taking the classes for BBA or maybe engineering or MBA students, so you need to understand why this is required. The most important that you are the pillar for to develop the future leaders or future engineers or maybe other streams you are having. So this is most important for you also. If you will be understand, because there are a lot of gap in between the academy and the industry. So the major agenda for this kind of workshop, to at least we should have awareness and we should have some connect towards the industry, in between the industry and academia. And you can share more thoughts other than the theoretical point of view. Like I use one of the major incident word. So we are having major incident management process normally, or maybe critical incident we talk about, or crisis management. There are 3 kind of word we use normally. Crisis management, flood is there is a crisis. So same thing when we are belong to IT is enabler nowadays. Correct? Why it is enabler? You are using your smartphone, availing the internet services, and availing you are using the UPI services also. Correct? You want to transfer something and there is a interruption in the internet connection. What will happen?
The transaction is short.
Automatically stop. So it could be measured also. If complete UPI stop for 2 minutes, what will happen? There is a complete chain. And it's happen on 31st or 1st, then what will happen? Your salary will not credit on time. I am giving one of example. So there is a chain, lot of transactions happening. Someone need money, someone need to pay someone. So there is a complete chain of the transactions. I given one of example of the UPI. One of example I'll tell you about one of major cyber attack happened on the month of, I think 30th August. It was there in the Europe. And completely plant was shut down for 30 days. And there was a 20,000 crore was the impact for that. You can search out the Jaguar cyber attack incidents. 2 lakh pensioners were not able to get their pension on time. 2 lakh employees are the pensioner of the organization. And approx I think 5,000 maybe partners who supply the parts and working with the organizations, they are not able to survive. So the government given a guarantee for $1.5 million of the loan. So I'm just attaching that kind of, I'm just sharing the information that the IT is enabler, and if something happen, by default your production chain will be, I'm just using the production chain, it will stop automatically. And there will, you can see the metro line. Correct, if metro stop, then lot of crowd will be there. You are not able to flood in the Mumbai, you've seen that one. So that could be one of thing. So we'll start with introduction. So I gone through that one. I just put this one, we should have a gap, how we can bridge that one. We can, we should be closed down, should be having a very good handshake, and you should know about what is happening within the organizations. So are you ready? It is normally for the slide for the students, but I put here also. It is not for you, you are corporate ready or not ready, but you should know about that one. Okay, coming, what is the requirement of the industry normally? What industry wants? Normally the top priority is the attitude. If you'll ask any students, I taken a lot of interview. So if I'll ask any students after 4 years of the engineering or 2 years of the MBA, they are not able to speak 2 minutes. If you'll ask, tell about yourself, continuous 2 minutes, they are not able to speak. And attitude in terms of the generation getting changed. Now we are talking about Gen Z. So we are having more challenges towards the work. So their attitude, they should be, their mind should be the analytical mind, the data-driven mind. They should be, think like that one, what is the predictions point of view, how they can utilize the data, how they can represent that one, and how the problem can be solved easily, or the speed point of view. So these are the basic things we can say. The team player should be there. Individually you cannot do anything in any organizations. And that is very true. If you want to run yourself, I can do something or I can manage myself, that is not possible at all. I can give basic understanding of the business is most important. If you will see this one, I will cover in the next slide. The basis, the business understanding and the process understanding is most important. You could be expert on specific skill. Like I'll tell about the ERP point of view, the SAP, if you hear about that one. So someone having a expert on the HR module of the SAP, but the person is not aware about the HR process completely. then nothing will happen. You should know complete flow of the. Moving ahead. So this is overall, I put a snapshot, but all sectors, I think, I don't know you are aware or not aware, you can tell me. You are aware about all these sectors?
Yeah.
That is clear. So the topmost is the BFSI sector, which is contributing more across. Then manufacturing is another. So every sector having a different kind of modality or the business kind of thing. So you need to understand about the industry sectors, and then we can see how the technology is enabling that one. When we are talking about a AI point of view or ML point of view or generative AI or agentic AI, how we can use those kind of technology. Correct. We're talking about blockchain. So how we can use those in what is the technology used across. So I'll cover on that one. The infra is cutting across. The technology, I'm talking about technology point of view. Infra is cutting across. Same infra can be used in BFSI sector, same can be used in the manufacturing also. Same can be used in the retail and e-commerce or maybe government defense. But application point of view, whatever applications you are using, we cannot use core banking application in the telecom. We cannot use the flight information systems which is used on the airport. We cannot use that in the manufacturing sectors. Correct. So it's depend on the application developed basis on the industry. That correlation you should understand. Then you can move further, how we can make it. So this is first slide. Then like these are the functions within the organizations. I don't know, like finance. Finance, we are talking about a corporate finance. Then under corporate finance, we are talking about, there is accounting department, there is a budgeting department, which is cost management. We are normally, the name could be different, but the purpose is the same. Okay, treasury is used normally in private, we don't have the treasury, but in the government banks or maybe other banking systems, we are using the treasury services also. So corporate finance, who is looking out the strategic point of view. Then they are looking after about the P&L of the organizations. Correct, they decide on that. Then accounting, the cost allocations happening. Budget control is taken care by the budgeting team or maybe cost management team. Same thing in the marketing, you are talking about the marketing or sales strategy. So across all organizations having these kinds of the departments. But like if you will take about the HR also having same thing. In talent acquisition, one is the talent acquisition, who is hiring. Talent acquisition also having two parts. One is the fresher hiring from the colleges, another is external hiring, the expert people. So there may be two different divisions within the organizations, but that is falling under your talent acquisition, then it is under HR. Then third function is, what is that one? That could be workforce management, what is available within the organizations. Bench they are managing, allocation of the resources, allocation right resources to right accounts or right projects. So that is workforce management. Employee retentions is taken care by the HR. Normally we are talking about HR. So HR is covering everything, but in terms of the employee retention relationship is taken care by the normally human resource development team, HRD we are talking about. Part of HR, there is HRD also. Then promotions, then your performance management systems. It's depend on how many functions you are having. Small organization having administration, the facility management is also falling under the HR. So you need to understand where it is. Same thing in operations, it is cutting across, maybe production related operations, supply chain related operations, logistic operations, or maybe other process related operations. Maybe sometime workforce management is part of HR, sometime they put under the operations also. A large organization having 2 lakh people or people-based organizations like IT organizations, there are people-based organizations, service-based organizations. So they purely their service is driven by the people only. Sorry. IT, we are having different, I'll explain that one. R&D purely focus on the development part. We can say new products, new services. They do a research. Definitely legals. Okay, they are looking after the regulatory part. Maybe risk also sometimes put under the legal. Sometimes risk is separate. Okay, governance, risk and compliance could be a separate department within the organizations, the GRC we talk about. Sometimes it is part of legal. Sales by default, you can say the client acquisition, the new revenue. Sometimes this one revenue, we talk about a business development. Business development could be a separate function and sometimes it be a part of sales functions. So it's depend on the organization structure chart. Customer service, who is looking after all customer complaints. Like you are using your laptop, you need some support, could be a customer service. You are availing any other kind of services, could be a corporate communications is looking after all kind of internal, external communications, including your this quarterly P&L. You seen that one, there is a AGM, there is a quarterly meeting happening, result declares. That is also done by the communication, corporate communication department. They communicate to external world. And internal also, they send the communications. No one authorized to send the communication. I cannot send myself the communication to the audience within the organizations. I'll route through a communication, corporate communications. Or they will allow me to send a communication basis on they review the communication material, they approve it, and then I can send it. So it's depend on if you are part of corporate communication means what is to be communicated internally, externally, that is to be approved by the corporate communication. Risk management. Risk management, I explained that one GRC, there is a governance, risk and compliance. So there may be a separate governance department, separate risk department, separate compliance, or maybe a combined, or could be a part of legal also. So IT also we are having risk management. So there is a certifications also organized going with that one. You need to record all the risk. Correct. That is, there is a risk number, there should be a priority of the risk, what is the criticality of risk, it's a critical, high, low, the priority you need to define. Then the risk can be transferred or risk can be mitigated or the ownership could be to be change of the risk. So there is a complete chapter of the risk management within the organizations. Quality assurance, not only the assurance, overall quality. Product point of view, service point of view. So product, you can say a major quality team is there who check each and everything in terms of when you are procuring the spare part of the product. Their quality check is done by the who is developing those, manufacturing those parts, as well as the further who is procuring those parts, their quality team also do a quality test further. Same thing in the IT also, we are having a software development team, then there is a quality testing team who is doing a software testing. And service point also, if we are delivering a service, if IT organization delivering a service to the any organizations, any customers, then there is a quality team who review the service quality, what all services agreed in the contract and what is the level of the services. There is SLA, anybody hear about SLA? Service level agreement. So it's a service level agreement normally signed with a scope also. Clear written, there is a clear written of the scope, what is to be done and what parameter to be used in terms of the service levels. It could be a priority at 1 or S1 severity 1, severity 2. So P1 means, the priority 1 means there is a top priority means there is a production loss, there is a production hampered, there is a completely shut down something. The business impact. Correct, like I can give you example of, there is a production running, okay, in any manufacturing organizations, there is a production line that is hampered due to power outages. It will be a P1. There is a network outage and production stopped. Why it's a P1? N number of workforce are working and there is a target, there is a plan for manufacturing, like any manufacturing plant, there is a plan, 10,000 vehicles will be produced today, or maybe other whatever product is there, and to be completed within the shift. If there is a failure and there is a hold of the line, you can imagine either we should go with a overtime or
Cost overrun.
overtime, normally that is a cost overrun, or we need to, there will be a drop in the productions. So we talk about, we say it's a production loss normally. So we need to consider as a P1, or maybe I can give you another example. Product is ready and we need to dispatch it, and there is a hold on the logistic part. There is no dispatch happening. So till the dispatch will not happen means sales not happened. So another, there is a major impact. It's a P1 kind of. P2, which is related to, we can say, portion of the services stops. Something is halted, like there is a ERP system not working, or some module is not working, could be a priority 2 issue, but not completely business impact. That can be recovered in the daytime. So same by default, strategy planning is at the top level, then supply chain management, CSR and other activity, which is also a part of the organization. There is a CSR department, or maybe some organization having a separate CSR organizations, foundation we talk about. Normally you hear about it's a foundation. So these all you need to understand in depth, because that is important. Like someone is doing MBA with a specialization of HR. So what is to be done in the HR after completion of MBA? Correct. Which in HR what kind of role they need to play? They will be in the talent acquisitions, or they will look after the this we are talking about employee relationships. They are looking after the compensation part, or they are looking after performance management, or they may be looking after only the exit part of the employee. Correct. So it's depend on what function, or maybe corporate HR. They are making the policy. They are framing the policy of the organizations. So it's depend on what role they need to play actually. That is most important. So that is understanding. If you are clear, then you can pass on your knowledge to the further students. In the same technical, I'll cover on that one later, but this is most important. If they will not understand this part, then by default they will be lagging on some area. The students will be expert on that one, on one of technology, but if they don't know about the complete functions, then they are not able to correlate the things, because the dependencies, correlations within the organization, that they need to understand. Okay, there are anybody here about the OT? IT we are talking about, anything OT? There is a operational technology we are talking about, the machinery part within the organization. Normally it is linked to the manufacturing organizations. So one is IT part. IT is also in the OT, but OT normally where the machinery is working and we are using some systems. We are using some softwares. So that is talk about normally OT part is there. Robotic is working, but robotic automation is there, the machinery is there, some systems, some softwares, some workstations, okay, some embedded systems used within the manufacturing area, the production area. And normally IT is a function which enabling those kind of support. So it's segregated. Physically, sometimes physically segregated. Operational technology is completely physical segregated, IT is segregated. So that's why I put OT also you should aware about. Nowadays there are a lot of buzz on the OT security. OT security, the OT was not focused towards the security, but I given you one of example of Jaguar. So completely impact on the production, not only this one, but there was an attack on the maybe machineries. So that is critical because your production will halt, then there is issue. Data is not coming, that is a separate issue. You can put the manual data, you can upload data in other way, or you can cover up that one. Like data is not going the ERP, tomorrow it will by default, but your production, your product is ready to sell. Or your dealer management system is not working, then your completely sale will stop. So you need to understand the OT also nowadays. So like this one, if you can see, okay, normally manage and process data for business functions, control and monitor physical industries. So that is segregated. Focus more on the data. Normally IT is focusing on the data integrity and availability. CIA normally the conference it is framework of the ISO 27K normally. ISO 27K talk about the ISMS, Information System Management. So that is Information Security Management Systems, ISMS. It's talk about. So it's talk about on the 3 parameters, the CIA. And DPDP, anybody know about nowadays? Hear about DPDP? There is a law which is passed by the parliament 2 years back, and now it's an act, guideline issued by the government of India. So that is another kind of challenge which is coming in the future. Digital Personal Data Protection Act, DPDP. So you cannot share my personal data, my mobile number, my name, my date of birth, my Aadhaar card. You cannot share without my consent. So that is coming out in a measure, but it will take another, they given some 18 months time to comply with that one. So that is coming out, that is also linked with, it's a different completely compliance point of view. OT, we are more focused on a safety, availability, reliability of the physical operations. Here we are talking about more about the data integrity point of view, the data availability point of view, how you are keeping your data confidential, whom to be shared, correct, who need access of the data. Because like you are dealing with you are selling some product or services to the customer. Actually, I'm talking about the client point of view. And if you are a client and your personal information, your address, your Aadhaar card, your mobile number, email ID, everything updated in their portal. Like you are having your car and you are going for a service of the car. So your data fed in their systems and there is a breach. That fall under this one actually. So there should not be any kind of breach. And it will be breach, it will be on the dark web. You are getting a lot of red call nowadays, no? ATAL warning, it's coming nowadays with red. I disconnected 3-4 just now. Potentially spam. So that your number is available in the market somewhere. So that fall under this parameter actually. So that is most important and that is covered under, if you will talk about the European Union, there is a GDPR law. Okay, General Data Protection Law. the regulations, so GDPR. So that is already there in the market. If I am running organizations, I am dealing with the European Union of any client, I need to comply with the GDPR in any manner. So those are very important and towards the information, your data. But OT point of view, there are normally, if you will see the normal workstation, server, smartphone, network devices, PC, your laptops are fall under your IT category. But if you will see in the other area, you can say PLC, SCADA systems, or maybe customized embedded systems. There are embedded softwares. So these are the other area in terms of the OT point of view. Okay. These are the other responsibility point of view. Okay. Normally, every covered data types, security point of view, technology examples. Okay, I'll just cover this one also. There is a IT service management point of view. Then technical support. These are the IT functions. Okay, network administrations. Who is managing the network? Like here you are accessing the network, maybe Wi-Fi or maybe physical your connectivity. So that is fall under network services. Infrastructure is your platform. Normally infrastructure we are talking about the road, buildings, flyovers, those fall under your infrastructure, the platform we can talk about. So infrastructure we are having the all hardwares related, cloud infrastructure, servers, okay. These fall under your infrastructure. On the infrastructure we are having application and then we are having further. So same thing, securities, you are having defense we are talking about. Normally we use as a defense in depth. There are fencing, there should be a fencing across. Like we are having normally fencing for a society or maybe your home also. We are having wall across our home. So that is a fencing that is related to, we want to have a physical security. It is related to a cyber security or maybe information security, data security. Okay, threat point of view. Application management, it's all related to your softwares, development, management, services. Database, you know, database management, I think could be part of your syllabus. So anybody can tell me which is the popular database? Popular database used in the market.
Passport.
Passport.
Yeah, take the database.
AWS. Okay, anybody else? No idea. So,
which services you are asking about data?
Database, I am talking about database.
What is the demographics data wherever it is stored?
Where it is stored, that database I am talking about, the name of the database. The data is stored somewhere, and that is stored in the database only. MIS is a reporting point of view. Management Information System is a purely reporting point of view. You are creating dashboard, you are preparing the reports. Three-way architecture, you hear about the web applications, then
Can I say this sensor?
sensor is different. Sensor is
CEMSUS.
good afternoon. Like Oracle, yes, you are right. Oracle is the popular database. Another is the Microsoft SQL, that is. And then Siebel is also another one. So Siebel is Postgres is nowadays used. So these are the popular database. So database administration is one thing, database development is different. Whatever development, database is another kind of applications. But databases fall under infrastructure, not in the applications. Who is developing the database is part of applications. After development, the administration part is fall under the infra. So database is your base. And there should be a three-way architecture: web, app, and then database. App is normally middleware. Web is your web fencing, maybe internal web or maybe external. If it's a internet facing, it's published on the public domain, then it's accessible, used by the client. Then there should be a middleware application. So web should not talk about the directly to the database. There is exposure. Then if you are having a public access applications and you are directly connecting with the database, then there is a definitely 100% chance to breach. Compromise database. If you will compromise your database, means everything gone. Every data is sitting in the database. BI, which is used for the reporting purpose. MIS is converted into BI nowadays. There is no MIS now, it's BI. Okay, and Power BI is nowadays more popular. Correct. So there are multiple BI tools used, but you should aware what data to be represented. Then only you can create a BI dashboard or BI reporting. And then further automation, it should be like automation can be done like that one, ki some data is sent by a tool on your email ID in a raw form. Then Power BI will read from the email itself and design a dashboard and send to your email. It's having that kind of intelligence. There is no manual intervention required. One time you create it, automatically tool will send a dump data from the database. Application will pick from database, send it. It will come in your inbox. Power BI will read it, send it. You will get a refined data in the. So that is the intelligence of the tools. But how you are customizing, that is most important. If someone don't know anything, then there is no use of the tool. Project management is by default a major topic. It's required a 20-hour or maybe 30-hour syllabus it is completely. There are 5 phases of the project management from the initiation to the closure. So there are 5 steps. Initiation, then you are having planning, then you are having execution, then you are having review, then you are having closure. So there are 5 stages, 5 phases or stages. Like you are developing a flyover. So that is done through project management only. Completely, it's having completely details. Then you need to chart down your all activity. We talk about it, say WBS, work breakdown. So that is, you need to break down your work on the activity task level. Then you need to see it's a sequential or it's a parallel activities. You need to put target dates and can be normally Gantt chart we use in the Microsoft projects or maybe other project management tools. Yes.
Gantt chart is for
part and CPM is a, yes. But normally Gantt chart is used to track the project actually, scheduling and all, the task level or activity level. So that is a biggest, you can say largest or big topic we can talk about. Then system administration overall, you are having operating system in the servers. Servers normally it's a high-end computing device. And what all operating system we have? Another question. The server level operating system. Those to gone now. Enterprise operating system. Not normally operating system. I'm talking about where we are running business applications. Mac to use for laptop only. Enterprise operating system. Anybody hear about? Ubuntu is another desktop level. PC level. Sorry? Azure is a cloud infra. Azure के अंदर आपका बैठा हुआ है further operating system. Azure is a platform. A virtual like this building is there. You are providing desk, chair, internet, connectivity. Azure is like that one. It's a virtual environment for you, but it is physical in somewhere. There is a data center, which is you are having hundred of servers, you are giving some space to other customers. So it's a virtual for you, but it's a physically actually. So normally enterprise is operating system which is related to your like Red Hat Linux. Linux you were talking about, correct? Then IBM AIX. No, that is run on the IBM power systems. Earlier the OS 400 was there. There is a IBM AS 400 systems, powerful systems. Then HP Unix, HP UX, and Sun Solaris. Sun is now Oracle. It's Oracle Solaris. There are only 4 enterprise operating systems. No one run their business on the Windows servers. Business in terms of the critical applications. They run their non-critical applications on the Windows platform. Because Unix platform is a safe platform. Normally antivirus is also not required.
That's why
Their kernel is sitting in between actually. You are having fencing. So those kind of understanding, so complete administration in terms of the virtualization, you were talking about the Azure. So virtualization is there. You are having a physical box, you created 100 number of virtual machines. Okay, moving ahead. So I just segregated, this is the infra, which I explain about. There are infra in terms of the database, virtualization, network, IT service management, security, okay, performance tuning, monitoring, automations, all fall under your help desk also is fall under your infrastructure. Okay, security, high availability, these are all I just put for your understanding. Okay, data center hosting also, it's a physical environment. Software development life cycle, you can say that it's related to your planning, when you design the software, write the code. Nowadays, code is written from GPT. So there is a major challenge for the new generation. Try to guide them that they no need to use the chat GPT. Try to write their code themselves. Else, everything gone. So it's a typical challenge nowadays. And we don't know it's secure code or not secure code. If you will something develop in a environment and later there is a vulnerability, then vulnerability scanning, vulnerability management is another chapter. We are in the cyber security, we are having vulnerability management is a big topic. We run we use the software to scan the environment, then find out vulnerabilities, maybe thousands of vulnerabilities, then we close them. So those is another, so maybe multiple related to software development. They left out some loopholes in the development cycle itself. Then we need to fix it.
Sir, just one query. How AI is affecting this design part? Like
AI, you are using ChatGPT by default.
in the codes, of course,
Ah,
but designing, has it changed the process? The design
Process is
part?
not changed as of now. If you can see, slowly it is changing. But
What kind of influence of AI is on design?
influence is there. Yes, influence is there, and intelligence also used. It is not related to only ChatGPT they are using, but other tools also there, which is helping to boost the entire process, the life cycle, the testing point of view, like testing. Testing is also done by the AI-based tools. Some standard code to be tested or some standard development to be testing every time. There is no manual intervention required. Actually, user testing is required. Like UAT we are talking about, that is required by the person. But normal testing, which is you are having a software testing, not a UAT. After rollout, there is a user acceptance test is required. You are develop something, you did a testing in the testing environment, in the factory itself, you can say the software development also is a factory. You are doing a testing, like in a manufacturing plant, in the last of the chain, we are doing quality test. We talk about the quality test. Okay. or vehicle, we talk about it's a VQ test, vehicle quality test. So last all parameter tested. Same thing, software testing is also. That is done by the AI nowadays. The lot of
Agile system and all that has been.
Agile is a framework.
Yeah, so that is
Ah.
a process framework. which
Yes,
is
yes.
integrated with many
Yes.
of the kinds of tools, AI
Huh.
tools.
Agile is helping, earlier what was happening in the development actually, you need to develop, then you need to roll out, then you need to start again.
Yeah.
Now you need something development in between, so Agile is helping that one. You can,
Frequency of assessment as.
yes. So that is done through Agile process. That is another kind of a
Yeah, so
chapter.
that has also been integrated with AI tools. Many of
By
these
default,
AI tools.
all coming, but on ground it is taking a lot of time. Slowly it is coming. The adaptation should be there, but in terms of this part is maximum covered by the Chat GPT and all. Code are available and used by the engineers, but that is not good. Then operations maintenance by default to be done by the people. Tool cannot do the maintenance. If there is outage, if there is a bug in the applications, there is something outage in the applications due to some code error or something, to be done by the person itself. DevOps is another kind of, which is agile kind of framework. So you are developing in between. IT service management is another kind of framework. Like you are having your infrastructure, you are having your applications, running environment, how you are going to manage. That is, we are talking about the IT service management. Running BAU, normally we use a word BAU, business as usual. So what is running, how you are going to manage. So there is a framework, ITIL, normally we talk about IT service management framework, which is IT infrastructure library, ITIL. So ITIL, IT infrastructure library. There is a certification for ITIL. So there is a certification for this ITSM. There are certified people who manage the services. Like I'll give you one of example that I was talking about the major incident. So how you are going to follow that MIMP process, major incident management process. So that is done through the service management only. So there should be clear-cut communications. There is a outages in this building. There is a fire. Let us take example. There is a fire. Then how you will, who will handle that process? Who is the owner for that one? They will call fire brigade directly. They will inform them, or they will inform department head or whom. So there is a clear-cut communication plan. There is a frequency also, and there is a time frame within 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whom to be called. So that is done through the service management in the IT actually. There is a major IT outage and completely business stop. So there should be a clear communication plan. We talk about it's a service management communication plan. So normally, like I manage the airport for 3 years. So there is check-ins got stopped. International flights. So international check-in got stopped. Reasons could be anything: power outages, network issues, application issues, or baggage handling got stopped. What will happen?
That, I think so there was another glitch at airport.
That was airport authority glitch. There was an issue in their ATC.
Yeah.
So approx 800 flights got delayed.
Right.
So that is managed by all ATC managed by the Airport Authority of India, not by any private party. Let's go on. There is outage. So there is outage. Now home need to reach. So airport, I manage 3-year airports. So there are many critical operations.
So how about IT interventions, sir, to these services?
So check-in is managed by IT. Yes, check-in is
Will
managed.
be done through like human beings?
Yes, manual process is there.
It is all manual.
Process is manual. That is a backup process.
Okay.
There is a disaster. Means there is a boarding stopped, check-in stopped, baggage handling not working. There is a manual process with the airlines, but actually it's everything online. Data is flowing. There are in IGI airport, I think approx 1300, 1400 as a flight schedule in 24 hours. So you cannot manage manually. So it's all automated everything. So one of example I will give you, there is a CDS application was there. So I was not aware.
The power outage.
Not an issue. So I talk about that one. I was just giving the example. So CDS was there, collaborative decision making. I was not aware. CDM actually. So CDM application goes down many times, and there were a lot of halla gulla across. So that was not in my preview. So then I reached to application development team, which was internal their dial application. I understood that what is this one. Then I go on to internet, I search out. So I find out that CDM is an application which is used across globe, all the airports. And that is used by the pilot, ground handling agencies, airlines, ATC, and fueling agency, cooling agency. Fueling agency means when there is a aircraft which is parking in a lot, then you need to fuel filling there will be. Then cooling also, you stop the engine of the aircraft, then I will maintain the temperature. So cooling is out. So they need to collaborative, which runway it will be landed, and then you need to have a collaboration across the agencies, so that there should not be delay on that one, and the flight should move on time. And then there is a chain actually, you need to, if flight park in a bay or a gate, you need to move that aircraft, then the another aircraft will come on that gate. So there is a, sequentially there is a queue actually. So the operation is very critical. I spent 3 years, I spent 6 months completely on the ground. I visited each and every corner, like you are dropping the baggage on the check-in, there is a belt. So I gone through that, where is the belt is going. Then there is a X-ray machine. Then there is a trolley. I gone to aircraft by walking. I seen that one, each and every, this one area. So you need to understand the process, which is not, I talk to a pilot also, how you are doing landing and takeoff. I'll run that one. This is, we were here. And, कहाँ गया आपका वो? This one I think. छोटा हो गया.
This which slide है? ये यहाँ से click करके.
हो गया ना? This is support kind of. There is a support. It was written, na? There is a support was written. I written somewhere.
Want to do full screen, sir?
Full screen. I don't know why this is not a PowerPoint.
Yeah, this is.
Web में खोला क्या आपने? So I written somewhere na support, held as support. So if this is not working, this is also critical nowadays. If this is not working, there is outage in the boardroom of any organizations. It's very critical. And if there is a annual journal meeting, AGM meeting is going on, or a board meeting is going on, then this is very critical. So always IT person is sitting outside the door till the meeting complete, and there should be a backup plan. So this is a critical service. So this fall under critical. We can say it's a P1 kind of situation. All chairman is sitting, CEO is sitting, other board member are sitting, and there is a glitch in this one, means gone. your job is on the toss. So kind of I'm just giving the people should understand that one, the criticality point of view. Everywhere there is a criticality. So I talk about check-in. There is an international check-in outage. What is the impact in terms of the business? There will be a news in the newspaper next day. And reputation of the organization will be on the stake. Not a business loss, but in terms of the reputation loss. So that is also critical nowadays. Okay, so this is overall sales cycle in terms of, I just put for your reference how it is starting. There is a lead generated, maybe internal there is a lead, or maybe directly customer approaching ki we need this thing. So there is a lead generation, then looking there, it's a potential customer. We see ki there will be we can close that deal. So we consider that one. There is a segregation. There are 100 of leads. We need to create a funnel also. Funnel. So there are lead, then we need to create a funnel. 100 leads are there. Then we need to create a funnel. Then we'll go with qualifying the customer, which customer we need to reach actually. Or we need to bid, or we need to go for a business. Then presenting your product or services. I put the product here. Then what is the customer? We need to understand the customer objective. What is their requirement? If it's a government, there is a RFP. RFP, anybody know? RFP. Request for proposal, right? So there is a clear RFP is there, or tender. So in private organization, we talk about RFP. In government, it's a tender. It's a RFP only. Request for proposal means you need to bid. You need to send your proposal for the services or the product supply. Then you need to close the sale and then generate the referrals also sometimes. So it's a cycle, and everyone should know that one. If you are dealing with a customer, now I'm just changing the topic. This is very critical. Anybody hear about the PDCA?
Plan, do, check, act. So,
You gone through? ISO 9000. ISO 9000 talking about the quality management. It's a QMS, quality management system. It's talk about PDCA. So everywhere PDCA is applicable. Like your organization defined a process that on the first floor you need to go through a stair. And if you are not going through a stair, you are not following that process. So there is a process breach. So ISO talk about you define your own process and you follow that one. And the auditor will audit on your defined process, not their defined. Correct? So there are multiple clauses which to be adhered basis on the audit will happen. So PDCA is normally you plan something, you are executing that one, then you are reviewing that one, and you are doing act on that one. There are gaps after review and you are acting again. Everywhere it is applicable. Everywhere it is applicable. In your personal life, in your professional life, everywhere you can do that one. Related to examinations, related to everywhere you can apply PDCA. So this is across. I put in terms of the different word here, patience, data. But you remember this cycle, and there is a difference between the continuous and continual. Anybody know about continuous and continual improvement? Continuous improvement, you are going straight. What is the demerit of that one? When you will fall back, you will be on the zero. Continual improvement talk about you grow, then sustain, then go next, then sustain, like stair. So you need to focus on the basis on the, if you will see the PDCA also in between. So when you will apply the PDCA, then you will follow the continual process. You sustain on the some level, then you can try on the improvement. This is also important. Then coming on the, I just put the topic name here, but which is related to when you are collecting the information from the field. You are doing something, I was showing, I was talking about the field experience only, like airport and all. So how you are correlating that one, and what is the coming out, that is actionable insights. You are having some data points, you basis on that one, what you want to do. You want to do a predictions. Like there is a machine running from last many months. So what will be a failure of the predictions? When the maintenance should happen? So those kind of the analysis to be done, and AI is helping on that one now. Definitely, if we are enforcing that one, the data correlation manually we cannot do that one. There is a large size of the data. There is a data lake also. Data lake, everything is coming in a lake. And person cannot do that one analysis. That is true. So AI is helping there. Basis, so if data is there and good data is there, then AI definitely help. If you don't have the data, if you are having garbage or then AI will not help you at all. So we are talking about the insights, what insights coming out, and insights should be the actionable insights. I will move fast, okay. 4:30 was the target. I was talking about. I just put that one, okay. First is the how we can gather the information from the multiple sources, okay. And then we need to analyze, then we need to create the knowledge. And then we can apply the AI. And the benefit will be, you can get deeper understanding, your skill development related, creative problem solving, and then the expertise you need to build. So like how you are going to having integration by using into the design thinking process. So like one of the sector I will take manufacturing, you are having some sensor data, machines data, okay, or the worker who is working in the ground, there is you need to analyze that one, what is about their productivity, correct, and their efficiency point of view. Two things are more important, the efficiency, productivity, and the sensor data. Why you need a sensor data? The machines ka health you want to know, and their efficiency also, and their productivity also. So I just put in the segregation that the problem framing, then you are having some idea about that one. Then we are having a prototype AI based some solution we designed. We are doing testing and the key impact in terms of, if you can say, the efficiency and quality and speed. There are 3 parameters we are using in this one. Same thing in airport, experience, safety is on the top, correct. Then experience, user experience. You are moving around in the airport and you are flying, so user experience is most important. I will give you one of example of the AI. Like IT related, I will give you one example, then another one. So like I am traveling and I am using a Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, and there is speed issue. What I will do? I will put on the Twitter. Then IT team will, they will do? They don't have the data of the passenger. Passenger data is with airlines actually. So operator is one thing, like IGA airport is managed by DIAL, Delhi International Airport Limited. It's a joint venture of GMR Group and Airport Authority of India. GMR is having major stake, Airport Authority is having minor stake. So DIAL is the operator who is managing all facility, everything, the operations related to. But actually passenger is taking services from airlines by using the airport facility. And airport facility, there is a Wi-Fi issue or the slow speed. They put on the Twitter. Then who need to respond? Airport operator by default. They are giving the free facility. Then how you'll know? Then that the feed from the social platforms. We collect the feed from the social and using AI model, and we find out that, okay. Then we search out that one. The customer service team search out that one. They respond through the Twitter again back, and we solve your problem, something. There could be a toilet related issue. There could be a sitting related issue. There could be other n number of issues could be there. You are traveling, you can put anything on the social media. So those kind of experience I put here, that's why. You feel that there was no sitting arrangement, good sitting arrangement, AC was not working. You can put anything, You are traveling in you are using railway in Vande Bharat and you put the toilet is not clean. You put on the Twitter. Then railway team is looking after each and every tweet and they respond like that one. If you can see the trend nowadays. So they are using a lot of AI models nowadays because manually you cannot do. So helping that one, AI is helping on that part. Same thing in BFSI, lot of the compliance point of compliance is measured in the BFSI related to RBI compliance. There are n number of audits. So how you are doing that on healthcare by default? So these I'll share this PPT also, you can go through. IT industry learning related to, IT is enabler. So that's why everywhere you can, so it's not a responsibility of IT to run an AI model. They are enabler. Business should tell, I need 10 things. Then AI will enable that one. The IT will enable that one. It's not an IT responsibility that chatbot should be enabled. Okay. Business should ask that one. So that is a business responsibility. Ethical AI to be used, okay, for governance, for generative AI we are using. Automation is normally should be by default. We are talking about AI, but it's a automation only. Okay. Earlier we used different kind of model. Now we are using LLM model. Cyber security is nowadays critical. Ma'am, I was talking about one of incident, Jaguar. So the complete plant, all plants were down for 30 days, more than 30 days, completely due to a cyber attack. And 20,000 crore was a loss, INR, for 30 days. So we are talking about zero trust nowadays. So zero trust means you should have a zero trust across. I don't have any relation with you. I know you, but without trust we cannot talk. So there should be handshake between both parties. So like that one, edge computing, then data privacy. Data privacy is most important. I was talking about that one, DPDP law. Just guideline issued by the government 2-3 days back, and they given a 3 phases. I think some maximum is 18 months, and then 6 months and 18 months like that one. So DPDP law, we cannot share our personal information. You cannot share the, you can collect the information of the client, personal information, PI, but you cannot share that one to others without the consent. So you will find out that when the whole website there will be a consent. I think you people are feeling nowadays, already consent we feel on the social media and all, I agree. That is in the practice, but now there is a law. The government created a board also, and there is a penalty on that one if there is a breach of the information, personal PI. I know. So I'll skip that one. There are a lot of surge in the, I just put the numbers, 34% there is surge. Cyber security, data. So this is related to, normally in IT we talk about the AI ops. How you are running your operations, IT operations. You are supporting business, but your infra, your applications, everything to be monitored through tools and automations. Then nowadays there is a AI ops, AI based operations. So all the parameters you are able to see on the dashboard. What is the health of the applications? What is the health of the infra? What is the availability of the application? What is the performance of the application? Like you are accessing any applications, what is the response? It is coming in within 3 seconds. Response would be like that. End-to-end response. Per transactions. Okay. So like if you are using a dealer management systems and billing to be happen on the festival season during the Diwali or Dhanteras, so the response of the application should like that one. So transaction per seconds. Okay, so like that one. There are many parameters which is used, infra also. So I just put some samples, dashboards. So there are many tools which is providing AI ops feature, and it's AI enabled nowadays. There are many free tools available. You can subscribe, I'll give you that names, and you can do a hands-on in between, for especially for IT staff or the management staff or maybe management students who want to work in the IT service management. So like I put that one, what will be the automations, lean agile, we were talking about the how you can lean your, how you can reduce your waste. It could be a lean, actually quality word, lean. Or maybe sometime we talk about the agile, sometime we talk about the kaizen. Those kind of word, or maybe these are the used in the quality, supply chain by default. Smart factory we are talking about, all real-time data we need nowadays. So that is real data is coming, but who will process that one? So by default, the AI model will be used to process that one, and then the actionable insight should be there. Workforce by default, their trainings nowadays, online training is happening. Earlier there were physical classroom trainings. Nowadays, based on the AR VR trainings are there, simulation based trainings. So those are the enabled by the AI. Innovations point of view. Compliance is another big chapter. Same thing in airport, we are talking about the self-service. Self-service, anybody use on the airport?
Yeah. Terminal 1, it is on trial perhaps, 2 days back.
It is, no? That is, one is the web checking is self-service, another was the
No sir, on the,
Digi,
in the terminal.
Digi Yatra.
Yeah,
Digi Yatra nahi sir.
Hmm.
Terminal 1 pe, this time like I was traveling to Jaisalmer
Uh-huh.
during Diwali. It was all automated. You check in, you drop your baggage, everything was automated.
That is Digi Yatra. That is part of,
Digi Yatra.
that is not part of.
Digi Yatra is only for entry, na?
Hmm.
Entry and security checking.
Correct.
This one is like in terms
Complete
of
the
one
put.
Delhi.
No, I not visited
Yeah, I
because.
visited, I used it. Sir,
I-
it's so convenient, 5 minutes you are through with everything.
Uh-huh.
So it was all automated,
Self check-in.
self-check-in, self-baggage drop-in, everything was automated.
So I managed from 16 to 19. So after that, lot of improvement are there.
On trial at Terminal 1.
So there are n number of technology coming out, and day by day. In banking, nobody is visiting in the branch nowadays. So by default, it's enabled. Earlier there were a separate system enabled in a single branch. फिर आपको branch to branch system, and it's centralized.
Neo banking nowadays. Neo banking nowadays.
Correct.
But is AI integrated to banking and banking segment, banking sector?
AI is integrated, but it's purely related to client query handling as of now, or maybe internal process. They are fine tuning.
But not on the customer side.
Customer, it's purely related to a customer complaint, queries, or maybe a sales point of view. Lead generations, it's automated through AI and all. If you will click on the Instagram or something, or a loan, you will find out a lot of, and it's by default reach to the respective loan department. So they are enhancing their internal process. They are enhancing their efficiency based on that one. Customer, by default, you need smoothness services. On the smartphone, you need services. What else you need? AI. That is the
There to most of the
chatbot is there. So nowadays that they are using LLM normally, because that is they need the experience now. Whatever query you are writing, basis on that they create a model. Chatbot is there in IT also. We are using chatbot. So many in my previous organization in HR chatbot was there. So I want to update, I need my experience letter, I need my salary slip, I want to update my bank details. I just put on the chatbot. Automatically it will give the options, or you can click and, or do you need experience letter? That letter will be received on the email. So those, it's based on the completely learning. Whatever feed you are giving, it's correlating and then it's creating. Same thing banking. Okay, same thing I put here. Workforce is most important. Governance, defense, also a lot of AI. You can see the last war in between the Pakistan and India. A lot of AI, robotic they use. So government is also defense, also boosting that one, and quantum is coming out in terms of further cyber security point of view. I just put core learning in the corporate environment. Communication is crucial. Communication is not related to the language. Communication, you need to open. Now you need to tell up openly with your boss, your subordinate, with your colleague, with different functions. If I having a legacy of the communication, I am keeping something with me, there will be a definitely escalation in next day. So you need to have an open communication. Adaptability, continuous learning in terms of for students. I don't know for teachers or not, but students it is mandatory that they should map their primary, secondary, tertiary skill. Why primary, secondary, tertiary? Tertiary should be latest one, like we are talking about AI, generative AI, agentic AI. Then not on the AI, in their field, whatever new available, the new technology, that should be tertiary. If primary is phased out, your secondary should be shifted as a primary, and the latest one should be your secondary, and then you need to add new skills. This cycle should be continued like PDCA.
It's there in academia also.
Sorry?
It's there in academia also. For
Yeah.
teachers.
That is most important, and she will be phased out. I was an engineer for one of technology, novel netware. I don't know you hear about that one or not. Novel netware was an operating system, a cluster-based operating system, which was used in the banking. There was no disk in the desktops. Diskless node were there, and the server was running. That was novel server. So novel netware was the operating system. I was a champion master on that one, expert. I spent 10 years, phased out. My 10 year gone. If I will not learn day by day, then namaste will be there. So work-life balance, that is also nowadays important. Accountability, feedback, emotional intelligence is also. Ethical and integrity is most important. You should be very ethical, integrity towards your professional, personal, whatever. That is COBC we use normally, the Code of Business Conduct. That is related to integrity and ethics, normally integrity. You are not doing anything. I'll just run through 3-4 slides. Ma'am is looking towards me from 4:30. So this is related to your self-awareness, self-management, self-motivation. That is also important. This is related to self-motivation also. I am linking with your 4:30. You should be self-motivated. Then only you can learn. Else, you or maybe 2-3 other teacher also told about that 4:30. So your priority may be 4:30 or your priority may be learning point of view. Okay, I just putting that lot of things. I can do it. Believe yourself. That is most important. And you can learn everything in any age. I can share my experience. In my 25 year of experience, I think 19 year I never came on the stage. हमारे केक कटिंग होते थे, समोसे मिलते थे, मैं अपना लेके कोने में चलाया था. Someone should ask that, tell about something, 2 minutes. I never told that one. I changed myself. This is important, and I can address a 2000s gathering also. And there is no issue. Language is not a barrier. I learned that one. I came from a rural background, Hindi medium schools till 10th. It was Hindi medium, then English medium, then. So that is not a barrier. Every time, if I am telling you something, I am learning something. And from you also, sometime you ask the questions. People management, not only the two aspects, it's a three kind of. We are having partners also, vendors also. We are having our employee also, and the customer employee also. Sometimes customer employee also visiting in your office, your partner who is supporting you, and you are. So all three you should be considered as a equal employee. Customer relationship management is also important. That is most important. I give an example of Twitter post. If you will not handle their query, that could be you may lost your customer next time. So nowadays, key to success, remember, celebrate your achievements. You can celebrate today's achievements for 6 days, correct? Keep learning from others, family, friends. Maybe informal interview sometime outside the office we talk about. Could be an informal interview. Just do it. Work your plan. Top habits, being respectful, responsive, always communicating. Okay, building trust. Just put that one for your reference. And this may be a last slide. This is most important. I can give one of this one. There were 4 students who were looking an offer from Big Four. They got an offer from Big Four and they started their planning that they all 4 will go to Big Four, means in a same organization they got an offer. Then finally they decided that they will go to Bangalore. They will go to Bangalore by air. They will take the room on the rent, or maybe on the PG they will stay. They will travel to Ooty also for a. So all planning they done. Did complete planning for next. And then later find out that when final offer came, appointment came, then find out there is no Bangalore location. All 4 are having a separate location. So your happiness could be linked with your location, could be your salary, could be your friendship, it's matter. So it's your choice. So choose your happiness. I think that is. Any question, query? I put my LinkedIn post also. You can follow me. I already having lot of follower, but still we can increase.
Following is a win-win situation.
Sorry?
Following is a win-win situation.
Win-win situation means LinkedIn is a good platform, so that is good one. Many times we gone to like I was in Thapar this Saturday. So I met a lot of leaders. There was a leader conclave. So I was also there. So many IMs were there, CFO, CEO. So I got an opportunity. We connected on the LinkedIn now. So there will be another connection further. So, thank you. So time was less actually, else maybe cover further because industry to industry I can explain. I manage insurance, I manage banking many years. Banking complete, including core banking, infra, everything. I manage airport, manufacturing. Currently I am working with manufacturing.
Looking forward to hear from you more.
So whatever help required anytime.
Thank you so much for your insightful session.
I am staying backside of this one. I made it.
Thank you so very much.
Sorry.
I always take this pride and pleasure to have you here, sir.
No, I put this one, at least 1 or 2 colleges I cover in a month. I put that one from last 5-6 years. I am doing that one. That's why I said yes, I can do that one. And faculty development is most important because it's a lot of change environment, and you need to develop yourself, and then further you can guide the students. Else, I don't know what will happen further. Lot of challenges. I'm also learning a lot of things. I just completed my new certification on the AI security actually. And then I completed one of my, the personal PIMS certificate, personal information management system. So two certification I completed this month, last month, October. So I put my one of tentatively 1 lakh budget for 1 year from my pocket. Every year I spend that one in any manner. So I decided that I'll go to ISB for 1 day, for a course. So I don't have that budget as of now, but I decided that one for a short course I'll go for ISB at least. So you keep some budget from your pocket and spend on yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this marks end of our session 9 of ATAL FDP, that is synthesis of field learning. Thank you so much, sir, for your
Thank you, ma'am.
insightful session. May I now request Dr. C.S. Yadav to present vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sarika ma'am. Respected Dr. Ashok Yadav, Director ma'am, esteemed colleague and dear participants. As we conclude today's session, I would like to express our sincere gratitude on behalf of Parashdas Chandra Institute of Professional Studies. We are deeply thankful to Dr. Sangwan for sharing valuable insights and expertise with us. Sir, your session has significantly enriched our understanding and will positively impact our academic and professional practices. I extend my sincere appreciation to our Director, Dr. Aparna Mishra, for her constant support and guidance in organizing this activity. Thank you, ma'am. My sincere thanks to all the faculty members and external participants for their active engagement and enthusiasm throughout this session. I also acknowledge the efforts of organizing team, Dr. Sarika and Dr. Niharika, students and support staff whose dedication has ensured the smooth conduct of this session. Lastly, I would like to thank each one of you for making this session more meaningful and productive. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.